everyone, it's me, Zoe Charles, the Unique Entity, and today I've got a video for you. I've got a YouTube tutorial for makeup, again, and this time I'm doing a Pride version of the Aladdin Sane makeup. Aladdin Sane is one of David Bowie's many characters that he had on stage, such as, also accompanying Ziggy Stardust, then White Duke, so on and so forth. Aladdin Sane, often confused with Ziggy Stardust, is the one with the iconic lightning bolt across the face. I thought months ago it would be a really cool idea if I did a rainbow version of the lightning bolt. But not just the lightning bolt, a full look with that as well, and the wig that I'd actually handmade that I will show you guys later in the end of the video. I did do a rainbow kind of pridey Ziggy Stardust makeup for Idaho Day, which is a day against homophobia, transphobia, etc. and so forth. Today, though, we're doing Aladdin Sane. This is the beginning of Pride Month. Let's get started. Before we get started even further, just a side note, also, by the way, I covered one of my brows, and I'm going to show you the other one in a second. Just a side note, though, I'm not going to be wearing any contacts today. Usually I do, as you've seen in my previous videos, but I'm having eye issues. My left eye is more sensitive than my right one, and I'm having issues with it right now, so I can't, for medical reasons, wear any contacts. But if you are wearing any contacts, before you get started on anything, even blocking out the brows at all, put in your contacts first to avoid any mess-ups in your makeup or making it harder, dirty. It's just more sanitary purposes to make sure you get your hands really clean. Put your contacts in first, get adjusted and whatnot, and then do your makeup. Okay, let's officially get started. Okay everyone, we're going to start with a purple disappearing jumbo glue stick by Elmer's. Make sure that it's flat. Don't put too much glue away from the container itself. It'll help to flatten your brow. And then from there, just press it against your brows. If your brows are really, really thick, like mine, except I have mine purposely trimmed thinner for these kind of looks, if your brows are a lot more thicker than mine, as far as the way that they're cut, then make sure that you use a spoolie and brush them upwards. To clean up around the edges, make sure you use a makeup wipe, press firmly, and then clean from there. Now from there, keep doing layers of glue. Each layer needs to be thin. The thicker your brows are, the more layers you're going to need. Make sure that these brow layers are thin each time to avoid any clumping. After that, just baby powder up your eyebrows, and now we're going to use this right here. This right here is LA Girl Pro Conceal High Definition Concealer. If your brows are lighter, go ahead and skip this step. This is for people with dark hair or dark brows. Usually when you have dark hair, you have red undertones. But in this case, with doing this specific makeup over your eyebrows, you're going to have blue undertones actually. Why all the colors? Well, this is because brunette hair or any dark hair has all of the primary colors in it, including red undertones, blue undertones, yellow undertones, etc. and so forth. To cancel out those blue undertones you get with the makeup, we need to color correct it with some orange. From here, just use your beauty blender or sponge and pat in firmly the makeup. You don't want to rub. This will disturb the makeup underneath that you just worked so hard on putting onto your face. This is a really difficult step, canceling out your brows. It can be really infuriating. If you get any little boogers like this, just be very careful and don't peel away too much of the product. You'll end up ruining it. Just be really, really careful. Now we're going to put some white body paint on our face. I'm using Mehron Paradise paints in the color white. Later on, we'll put this on our body too. Use any makeup palette you have as long as you can get this hot pink shade right here. I'm using the James Charles X Morphe palette. I really love this palette. It's very pigmented and I love that. Controversy or not, I do love this palette. Like I said, it's very pigmented and I very rarely see any palettes that are this pigmented. We're going to put this pink all over our face and then we're going to contour with darker colors of pink. David Bowie has a very forward brow, so we're going to add some 11s. David Bowie has a lot of traditionally masculine features, as well as having a lot of feminine features. These facts are just some of the many things that make him so androgynous and unique and beautiful. Continue adding your 11s and then blend it out. From here, we're going to do our laugh lines. His are very prominent, but not too much. This isn't old age makeup, so be very careful with this. This is another traditionally masculine feature, these lines under the mouth. Add that. Also, do your chin. Now, you don't see this in every picture, but David does have a cleft chin, or what I like to call a butt chin. Again, be very careful with this. This is not old age makeup, but he does have bags under his eyes. He's a performer, he's tired, he's beautiful, and we're going to add this for more accuracy. Also, let's do our nostrils. His nostrils are more traditionally masculine as well, so copy this shape. They point more inwards. Make sure you do both nostrils and do your best to make them line up symmetrically. Now let's contour our nose. He has a slim, more masculine nose. So let's do our best to copy these shapes as well. Now after adding all of these shadows, let's put some highlight back in. I'm dipping back into my James Charles palette. I'm using a very light shimmery white shade. Using that same dark eyeshadow we contoured with, extend your lip corners. Now let's draw in our lip shape. Use reference photos of his to make sure that you can get the shape correct. Once you think you're done, make sure to do extra poses in the mirror to make sure you're happy with it. Also, don't forget to admire yourself. We did a good job so far. Now let's keep going. Since I can't use reference pictures while I'm on the phone, we're going to do the lightning bolt, and I'm going to use my sticker that I haven't used yet as a reference picture. I'm going to look at it in the mirror and copy the shape I see in the mirror. The first few times of trying this, I did it backwards. At least my phone camera in selfie mode flipped it for me so it looked right still. Avoid this mistake as best as you can. Don't worry if you mess up. It's not going to be perfect. Now fill it in with any white pigment that you have. I used a white version of the same orange concealer we used earlier for our brows. Fill in your red shade, and then orange, and then yellow. And don't forget to fill the other side of this little lightning bolt triangle with the same colors we just did, red, orange, and yellow. Let's continue to add more colors. Now let's add green. I'm going to put this in the crease of my eye as well, but don't put it on the lid. Keep it on the brow bone crease area. Now let's add blue. Make sure to keep this pattern of colors going on the other little triangle as well. Finally, after that, add purple. Now I'm going to use some gold eyeliner. I got this gold eyeliner from one of the Deck of Scarlet palettes that I have. I can't remember which one it is, and I don't exactly have a brand name for this. If you don't have any gold eyeliner, what you can do as an alternative, you can add a white line and then put some gold eyeshadow on top of it. And now just put on some mascara. Any mascara will do. Make sure you do both eyes, and on both eyes, do both the top and the bottom lashes. Now fill in the lip shape that we just created with eyeshadow on our lips with some red lipstick. I'm using a red liquid lip by Real Her called I'm a Fighter. And now, if you want to, after you finish putting in your liquid lip, put some red eyeshadow on it to brighten it up. Depending on how much you put, this will also give it a matte effect. We're going to take the same Mehron Paradise paint in the color white that we just used on our face and put it on our body. If you look at the behind-the-scenes photos of David Bowie during his Aladdin Sane photo shoot, you could very clearly see that he only has his body paint on certain areas. He doesn't have any makeup or paint on his ears. He has it on his shoulders and his chest, and it fades out from there. He wasn't afraid of showing his arms and skin without body paint either, so have fun with the poses. Thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe, hit the bell icon, and give this a like as well as a nice comment. If you recreate this makeup look, tag me on Instagram on my David Bowie account that I gave at the beginning of this video. See you guys next time. Bye!